Food waste is an ecological, economic and social problem. Every year, 1.3 billion tons of food are lost or wasted globally, representing the overall food produced. Food wastage appears to be highest in developed countries, while on the other hand, there are an estimated 142 million people in poor countries experiencing chronic hunger. This raises the question as to whether food wastage could be reduced along food supply chains. The food service industry now employs more people than any single other retail business, including 14 million in the USA and 8 million in Europe, and serves billions of meals every day. Therefore, the industry has a critical role in the global food waste challenge. Idea of innovation. Data for this study was collected from semi-structured interviews in Switzerland. Focus is on Switzerland because the country is among the most advanced countries in Europe in terms of waste management initiatives, recycling awareness and public interest in the topic. Food service providers have a wide range of business approach, from fast food to gourmet cuisine, from takeaway to buffet and catering. According to the interviews, waste is mainly produced in kitchens and back office, which is for trimmings and peelings, bones, packaging, or front office operations, which is for plate waste. Another important food waste that was highlighted during fieldwork is used cooking oil. The difference between the two main types of waste generated by food service activities, front office and back office, is that restaurants have virtually complete control over the food waste they generate during storing, packaging, cooking and testing, whereas the front office is handled by customers as well. Of the waste generated directly at independent and chain restaurants and catering, some is unavoidable, including bones, skin, peelings and trimmings. However, other food waste, for instance, from spoiled foodstuff, mismanaged cold chain, plate waste or buffet remains, is partially avoidable, considering rules for purchase, preparation and presentation. Innovations in food waste management can be divided into two categories, which are incremental innovations and radical innovations. The great majority of innovations discussed by managers are incremental innovations, including operational improvements and technological advance. One example of a process improvement that reduces food waste is offering smaller portion size, allowing clients to adapt their order and the price they pay to their appetite is another way to reduce waste and is in line with customers' growing expectations of personalized service. Other than that are doggy bag offers to take away whatever is left on plates at the end of the meal. A successful practice to reduce waste, doggy bags are commonplace in North America. Moreover, growing inspiration from the trash to table movement and culinary practice developed by zero waste restaurants around the world, restaurant staff can reuse parts of products that are traditionally considered waste. For example, use bones and seafood shells to make broth and to turn some peelings and trimmings into soups, juices, compotes and purees. We will move to radical innovations. An example of a radical innovation that can be implemented by food service is electrolyzed water. Electrolyzing tap water containing dissolved sodium chloride results in two kinds of water, which is alkaline water, an effective cleanser, and acidic water that can be used as a disinfectant. These waters can be used for very different purposes, for example, to clean and disinfect floors or utensils. Another radical innovation mentioned is hydrosoluble packaging. This type of packaging protects food products like traditional packaging but dissolved in water and other aqueous solutions and thus reduce packaging in need of disposal. The material is robust, transparent, odorless and tasteless since it is made from starch and it can be consumed without health consequences. And lastly, example of a radical innovation is the possibility to transform food and beverage remains into luminescent carbon dots and their subsequent transformation into LED. Scientists have successfully turned food waste such as meat or pasta into quantum dots and LEDs. While large-scale applicability is uncertain at this point, the approach can serve as an example of a radical innovation in the food service sector. Constraints on the practicality vary depending on several aspects, including external and legal factors, for example, local and city-specific legislation, and human capital factors, for example, restaurant type and size, and staff's lack of skills and motivation. Specifically, the most frequently cited problems by managers were lack of time, lack of competence or motivation amongst the staff, customers being uncooperative, suppliers' attitude and high costs.